Hello, survivors! I'm your host, Get Good Fox. Welcome back to State of Decay 2, the Hyper Community World Tour. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Red Talon FOB, the base right behind me. And right off the bat, I want to say it's a very, very unique base, but it might not be a particularly good base. That's going to be kind of my opening statement. So, the Red Talon FOB, you will find it right here in kind of the top left part of the map. And it takes 5 people to get in and you need 1,500 influence. What makes it so unique is that it has some of the least customization options in the game. You can only customize this large facility and that small facility. Base is kind of like wrapping up, but you know, I think it's built up enough for us to talk about it. But then it has a ton of built-ins. And these are not just any built-ins. These are the Red Talon / Cleo / Daybreak DLC facilities. So they actually give you a sneak peek to them. They also kind of show you that maybe you shouldn't build all of them in one base because they're not all good. So let's see what we got here. First up, we've got the Red Talon Armored Storage. This is not a Daybreak facility, it's just the storage room. It gives you all the benefits of a level 2 storage, so 35 resources. And then you get a bonus 35 ammo and fuel, giving you 70 for ammo and fuel. You know, it's cool. You don't have to upgrade it, so you don't have to spend the parts to upgrade it. You got yourself a normal everyday command center. Nothing special there. But the real deal is definitely the other thing. So first up, we've got a Cleo relay right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. It is in the base. This Cleo relay is the 4,000 prestige point item from the Daybreak DLC, and it actually lets you call in Cleo drops for influence instead of the prestige. So this one is the ammo drop. The ammo drop always costed influence, but this one actually costs prestige to call in, and so now you can pay the very low price of 1,000 influence. If you do it, you get a big Cleo siege, and then you get one Cleo, airdrop, essentially. I don't think it's very good, mainly because I don't think Cleo items are very good. Now, the Cleo ammo drop could be good if you have a Cleo heavy sniper, which I don't think you can get a heavy sniper from the drop. The heavy sniper is a 50 caliber equivalent, and it just shoots 2 bullets at a time instead of 1. That's actually really, really good. It's a very cheap access to 50 caliber firepower, but in other words, it's a very specific time that this Cleo relay is particularly good. Now, the rest of these facilities, they actually require special repairs. The first one, you just gotta repair, the Red Talon bunk room. The bunk room stinks, and the reason it stinks is because you get 5 beds, but in return, you lose 5 morale per character. So you're actually gonna wind up with less morale than you gain if your community is bigger than 5 people, basically, because you're basically giving everyone -5 morale, trying to fix 7 morale per person missing a bed, but it can only fill up 5 people's beds for the positives, but the negatives, that affects all 9 people. So we're actually losing 45 morale, because it's -5 times 9 people in the community, and we're only saving 35, so we're losing 45 morale, and we're protecting against 35. Why? Because 7 morale times 5 is 35, and that's a smaller number than what we lose. Now, we do have a comfy chair. If you have a white noise machine, it would be a better improvement, but why would you want a weird facility like this that is providing like some improvements that is providing penalties and some slight improvements? It's just not a good idea. I don't recommend it. Then you've got a Red Talon workshop. The Red Talon workshop is basically a level 3 workshop, but it is self-powered. It has its own access to electricity, and it does slowly, emphasis on slowly, repair all of your damaged weapons in your lockbox It's not really worth it for that, though. The main thing that's good about a Red Talon workshop, if you want one in your regular game, is the fact that it's a level 3 that doesn't require you to go level 1 to level 2 to level 3, because that actually is a ton of building materials, especially on Lethal Zone. That's the best thing about the Red Talon workshop. Now, the way you repair it in this particular facility is you need munitions and electronics. And so you can actually get this guy here. He's part of a quest line in the base. And what do you know? Demolitions gives you knowledge of munitions and electronics, allowing you to restore the Red Talon workshop. Over here, you've got the Red Talon officers' quarters. Now, this is actually pretty good. You get 2 beds. Who cares about that, though? You get privileges of rank. That's 10 morale a day. Over here, you can clean the toilets for another 10 morale. So we're up to 20 morale. And then over here, if you had a white noise machine, you could plug it in for another 10 morale. So this could give you 30 morale. That is actually pretty decent. And then over here, you have these additional buffs. You've got meta-analysis. You can have them active all at once, too, because they last for an hour. You got survival retrospective, which is 33% more EXP to everything. Schedule building, 2 more labor. It can help you build up your base. Not super useful, though. And then meta-analysis gives you 50% faster facility action and 25% faster building speed. Once again, could be useful. It would help you brew beer faster, but the main good one is going to be the survival retrospective. 33% more EXP, plus the fact that you're gaining a lot of morale means all of these bonuses, like right here, our morale is giving us another 33. So we would have 66% more EXP, so pretty good. The way you would repair it is you would radio Chavez, and he'd give you a small quest to get an item that would let you repair it. Then we've got over here the customized Red Talon Watchtower. It is a Red Talon Watchtower, so it fits 3 guards for -6 threat, but unique to it is it has the built-in Clio Assault Protocol, which gives you Clio Fire Support. Clio Fire Support would be right over here. Where are you, Clio Fire Support? It's somewhere in this list. Is it supply drops? Basically, I don't know where it is. The point is, what does it do, you might wonder? What it does is it gives you sniper support at the cost of prestige points. I don't like spending prestige points for a temporal benefit like that, so I personally wouldn't recommend it, but that's what it does. And once again, you would fix it in the same way you would fix the Red Talon officers' quarters. You'll get an ability to contact Chavez. He'll help you find an item. That item has been bugged for me in the past, but we were able to fix it. What I decided to build in this base is a trade depot, because, you know, large facility, you're probably going to build either a trade depot or a lounge, and our leader happened to be a trader, so might as well do trade depot. It does not come with an infirmary, though, so you pretty much have to build an infirmary right here, which is exactly what I'm doing. So that is the facility situation. In the meantime, we're going to go over here and probably do some infestation shenanigans, because they are starting to clear out the place. But let's answer the question. How good is the Red Talon FOB? The answer is that it isn't very good. It's a pretty bad base overall. One of its only good benefits is the shape of the base itself. It actually has really nice walls. If we look over here, you'll see that the walls are actually the same walls from the Daybreak DLC, which is pretty cool. These are the best kind of walls in the game, because you can't jump over them, but you see you've got this firing slot right here, so it allows you to shoot down the zombies while simultaneously being protected from them. That is the best thing about the base. The other thing the base does is it does, once again, it does allow you to demo the DLC facilities from Daybreak. In the event you are curious, do I want to play Daybreak to get these facilities? Well, this could let you demo it. You also do get a Red Talon character. The demolition guy, he is okay. I would say he's probably better than average, but I still don't think he's amazing. I wouldn't go that far on him. And the reason for that is his best value is that he gives you access to C4. C4 is a reasonable choice for killing plague guards, no doubt about that, but there are definitely better options.
Plague territory.
Okay, there's the screamer. I was wondering where the screamer was. But the problem is that they're expensive. That's the truth right there. Is that C4, you know, they cost a lot. You need electronic parts, you need a lot of regular parts, you need chemicals. You need a lot in order to build C4. And while they do get the job done, the thing is that bloater gas grenades are a lot cheaper. Now, maybe you don't always have bloater gas, or maybe you think bloater gas are like a unfair strategy. So yes, you could absolutely use, and that would basically increase the value of demolition, because demolition is basically 2 skills in one. You get electronics, which is a computer skill, and you get munitions, which is a chemistry skill. So that would be the benefit there. But in terms of, like, you know, if you're just playing to win, like, you know, you're not, like, trying to self-nerf yourself and play with one arm tied behind your back, then I don't think it's super good, because I would highly recommend going in bloater gas. And in some ways, you know, maybe even just using powerhouse heavy weapons would be the way to go, or powerhouse heavy weapons with scent block would also be a pretty inexpensive way of dealing with them. But that is basically what the Red Talon FOB is going to give you. It's going to give you a sneak... Basically, what it's good for is giving you a sneak peek of the Daybreak DLC items. Lets you see what you're going to get. Lets you decide, you know, are these what you want to go for? It does get you a Red Talon character. But the thing is, most of these, I don't think they're very valuable. I don't think it's like a really huge benefit. Mainly because most of the Red Talon facilities are actually not that good. The bunk rooms, I think they are trash. The Clio Relay, I think, is garbage in most cases. I think the only time the Clio Relay is good is... oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what I built there. Guess we'll have to take a look. I think the Clio Relay is only good if you are using a Clio Heavy Sniper. But if you're not using a Clio Heavy Sniper, then I think they're just awful. And, let's clear these guys out. The Watchtower, I think, is really awful just because you don't need to defend your bases. Just leave the base, don't be near your base. That's the ultimate defense for your base. So I wouldn't even bother with that either.
Load and a half.
And the only ones that are kind of good, the Workshop, it's a time saver. I don't think that the electricity, the self-powering electricity, I don't think that's relevant. Same with the weapon repair. That might sound really good, but I must stress, the self-weapon repair is really, really slow. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's really, really slow. You might think that you're gonna, I'm gonna save like a ton of stuff doing it. You're really not, though, because it's super, super slow. Okay, let me build some of those, get this going. I might kill some plague guards while I'm out here, because we do want to move into the next base, but at the same time, we got some like chores to do, basically. Okay. We need to take out these infestations, because they're going to just continue reproducing and growing more. They're a real pain, trust me on it. Take out those infestations. Basically, there's 2 solutions to infestations. You either got to take them out as soon as they appear, or you got to just ignore them altogether and just... Not in the beta, that's not an option, because they'll bankrupt your ammo, because they will just continuously launch sieges at your base, and you have only a minute to react to the sieges. But on the regular game, you could ignore them. That's what some people do. The infestations will max out at 25 different infestations. Some people just live with them and just ignore them, which I think is another example of, like, what the problem with infestations are. If people are just not even wanting to engage with the mechanic, and that's considered more bearable, dealing with the penalties of them, then I think it just shows that it's just a really awful mechanic. And Undead Labs, they really need to do something about it. Let's get in here and torch these guys, though. But that's what I think about the Red Talon FOB. It's got really awful customizations. That's one of the obvious really big problems with it. You can barely build anything, and although, yeah, sure, you get the Red Talon built-ins, and you might be like, wow, isn't that crazy? I get the Red Talon built-ins for living here, but the truth is that the Red Talon built-ins, they're not even that good. In fact, most of them are bad. Hate to say it, but it's just true. Most of them suck. Like, they are not even good. Like these Screamers here. I can't stand them. I just want them all dead. There we go. Maybe I got them all finally. We'll see if we set them on fire.
It's been a while since we talked. You still working on that thing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally not trying to do my own thing right now. That's what I want to do. I want to get nagged by these stupid survivors. Nope, leave me alone. As you can see, I didn't bother to use a stamina item there. Once you get familiar enough with the game, like you can definitely play with a minimum number of stamina items because, honestly, as long as you're not being attacked by a feral, being out of stamina isn't that big of a deal. To wrap up my thoughts, though, just to give a kind of a succinct conclusion to the Red Talon FOB, the base stinks. It's not good. The only thing that's good about it is it's more like a demo house. It's more like you're going to kind of like an open house to see like, oh, maybe this is the kind of home I'd like to buy. That's really all it's good for. All it's good for is seeing, do you think you would like Red Talon buildings? And the answer is probably going to be no, because I don't think Red Talon buildings are very good. I think they are super stinky for the most part, and I don't think any of the... Honestly, although I'm not saying that the officers' quarters is bad, but what I am saying is I don't know where you would fit an officers' quarters in, because the thing is there are other really good facilities out there, and I just don't know where the officers' quarters will fit in. Like, think about the current base we were in, the base we were in before. 5 facilities. So you got infirmary, workshop, gym, shooting range, crafting still. And the thing is, if you had 6 slots available, I'd probably go for 2 crafting stills rather than a Red Talon officers' quarters. And that's because I just want to double my production, and you can handle your morale with a level 3 lounge, and a lounge you would want anyways, because the lounge is really, really good. So, even though the officers' quarters is a solid, it's decent, the problem is, like, I just don't really see a lot of room for it in the base, and any extra room could just be dedicated to more stills so that you can mass-produce beer. Because the thing is, if you don't need beer, like if you're using an ultra cash community, well then you still don't need an officer's core ultra cash, because ultra cash gives you an absolute truck ton of morale and influence. So you wouldn't need it either way. Of course. I need to find a quiet place where we can actually... I guess I'm just got to kill all of the zombies. It's lethal zone. There are no quiet places. Maybe here? Okay, I think we can actually repair here. Get the doors back on, but... Same with the demo character. Getting your free demo character, I mean, it has its uses. Once again, if you're not using a more optimized strategy, such as bloater gas, then yeah, I could see some value in a demo character. But otherwise, I think it's basically the way I describe it is kind of playing upstream. Like, it's kind of doing things like the hard way. Now, like I said, if that's your playstyle, if you just like, if you like building furniture without a screwdriver, just like gotta slap them together with your hands, then that is definitely an option. But for anyone who wants to play, like, optimally, then, like, no, that would be a terrible option. Let's go ahead and use drone recon.
Use a drone flyover to scout my
and what we're going to do is reveal this area and see if we can knock out the plague guards that are protecting the next base from, barring our entry to the next base. Good thing I wasn't sure if this would be done in time, but I'm glad it is, because like I said, it can be kind of annoying searching for plague guards on lethal zone. But with this ability, we can easily recon the entire Marshall town, find all of the plague guards, find out which ones are going to be a problem and which ones are not going to be a problem, and then we can get this done in a pretty efficient manner. We got plenty of bloater gas grenades, allowing us to just smash these plague arts once we find them. But first what I want to do is just do a nice little lap around the area. Now for the backside, because although the range is quite wide, it's not like ultimate wild. There's still, you know, some blind spots, but like I said, it's not going to be an issue. We just got to do a nice little pass around the area. Look at that. All we're doing is just driving around, and we're going to reveal the entire place. And that is one of the advantages of having a computer character. Does give you access to a pretty fantastic ability for just locating everything. Some people have everything on the map memorized. I am not one of those people, mainly because I'm not a big fan of memorizing things. I tend to find it to be a kind of a waste of brain power to memorize things personally. And let me see if we found the plague guards. Yep, we did. It's these two right there. Perfect. Now we got the scent block, we got everything we need to make this happen, so let's make it happen, right? Okay, we gotta weave our way through all of this. Marshall is like an absolute hell of, like, things blocking you from getting what you want. Like, there's so much wreckage and debris. It's too bad you can't, like, too bad it's not like 7 Days to Die where we could scrap all these cars for parts. That would be pretty sweet. But here's our first stop.
Only one of
The
those
scent block
left.
is on.
If I take out the nearest plague cart, this might clear up.
Let's just go right there. Oh, gonna set me on fire. Didn't think they would come towards me. Okay, we should be good.
Fire in the hole! Extra heard it.
Nice and clean.
No more plague cart. We should start securing this area now that it's gone.
So the other one is right here. I guess we could destroy a few extras while we're... I mean, we could target some of the plague guards that are actually guarding Fort Marshall, because we do need to go to Fort Marshall. That's going to be the...
Get the stink out of my
I guess nah, that won't be the final base. The real final base in this game is definitely... Okay, there they are, right over there. Looks like right here is a good place to throw from. Yeah, we got a good line of sight right here. Of course, those zombies are not helping. So we do want to be a little cautious on the basis that, like I said, I don't want to accidentally throw a grenade and have a zombie walk in front of it.
It's in bad shape. Gotta keep at it.
Nice and clean. Like I said, as you can see, Lethal Zone is only as hard as you want to make it. But there are plenty of great ways to destroy plague guards, plenty of great ways to tackle Lethal Zone in an intelligent manner. And like, you can beat, if you can make it, I would say if you can get to Dread Zone, you could probably beat Lethal Zone with a bit of practice.
I need to head home. You take care, okay?
Apply the OP strategies, apply Fox's like god tier teachings, and I think you can do it.
Marching forward. It's okay to look back and remember the dead. Our grief.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy either. Like these techniques definitely help things, but you'll still have to get the basics of the game down. Let me go ahead and just clear out these zombies. Okay, looking good. little closer. There we go. It's toast, and we're out of here. And we probably have enough time to take out this one as well. Yeah, let's just leave those ferals in the dirt. Oh, this is going to be an easy one. I should be able to just throw right through one of the windows here. Yep.
It's in bad shape. Gotta keep at it.
Terrible location for the plague art there, Mr. Zombies. I mean, look how quickly we are just cutting through these. And you all can access these items. Like the pyro launcher is a radio command, and scent block or bloater gas can take a little more effort to obtain, and scent block as well, but it is an item, and once you have it, you can, like, let's see if we're gonna rush this one. I'm gonna go fast on this one.
I gotta watch the noise.
A little more dangerous here.
Oops. Almost out of that. It's in bad shape. Gotta keep at it.
Yeah, we got it.
Plague heart won't bother anybody ever.
So right there I risked accidentally throwing
Start securing this
a,
area, now that it's gone.
what do you call it, grenade directly into a zombie there. But it's okay, it paid off. So we just knocked out, I believe, 5 plague arts there, so that's like 1 plague art per minute. And I didn't even like super plan that attack out. You know, maybe we could have even squeezed out a 6. Maybe we could squeeze out a 7th if they were really packed together. But as you can see, devastating effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plague arts easily defeated. Like, at no point in time were we ever in danger, except maybe at the very end, you know, maybe I was getting a little reckless there.
I have some news to share with you.
But for what we spent on those, we are going to get way more resources back. Like, what we get back from that is going to be humongous. It's going to be a big, big win, because the plague arts have so many resources in them. When you're killing the plague arts as efficiently as this, you are definitely going to profit, and it's going to sustain you. You're going to be able to get more supplies to make more scent block and bloater gas from the plague arts. Because remember, you need medicine, you need fuel, you need plague samples, and you might need some chemicals as well, but not too many. Just a little pinch of chemicals. And the thing is, the plague arts can have that. You can get a rucksack of medicine from a plague art. You can get a rucksack of fuel from a plague art. All of the plague arts are definitely going to have plague samples so that you can make more. And then they're going to have a whole host of other things. They're going to have repair kits. They're going to have weapons. Maybe some of them will be upgrades. Maybe some of them are not. Maybe some of them are worth selling. Maybe some of them are worth scrapping. And when you sell them or scrap them, and then you could also sell the scrap as well, what you're going to wind up with is a ton of money. And then with the money, you can buy more chemicals if you need to. Chemicals are typically not too bad, though, to be honest. And that's how... And with the... And also, like, when you build scent block, you're going to get like 3 or 4 of them. You're going to get a nice batch. And we just took out 5 plague arts with a single... Within the time frame of a single scent block. If you destroy 3 to 5 of them, you will just be plowing through the map. And you'll easily be able to afford another one. And you can use that momentum to just crush even the lethal zone blood plague. And here's the deal. One of the things that's great about this map is you do get guaranteed access to scent block and bloater gas, because there's actually the landmark location grants access to it. Now, I haven't claimed it yet because I already have it. All right, Juggernaut. Let me see if I can get in there. I thought we would. But we blocked myself out. Come on, guys. Finish this juggernaut
I
off.
thought we were closer than this. My mistake.
I guess we just ran out of time to help those folks.
Or I just had no intention to help them. It's like, who do these guys think they are? Like, they think, like, I'm here, like, destroying all of the plague arts in town, and here they are, like, just complaining. Oh, wow, that really punched him back. That was a big old, like, look at that. See that 50 caliber rifle able to shoot right through it? Now, it would, you know what would be really cool is if we could upgrade the walls of other bases with these. To, like, these, like, Red Talon walls. Now, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, that is not an option. I think that's actually a big weakness of State of Decay, is that you can't really do anything to improve your defenses. You can't, like, rebuild walls, upgrade walls, build spike barricades and stuff like that. I think that's something they definitely need to add into State of Decay 3. Also, look how awesome this great, like, at night this thing lights up. That is something that is pretty cool about this base. But overall, you know, the kind of unique, cool things about this base are just, they're just not enough to counteract the bad things about it. Anyways, that's something about the FOB. We will be moving into the factory next, where we will continue on. But of course, at the end of the day, let me know what you think. Are you a Red Talon FOB enjoyer? What about a Daybreak enjoyer for the facilities? Do you like Daybreak facilities? I'm not that crazy about them, admittedly, but maybe you're a fan of them. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like the video if it was entertaining. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you watched a few videos, you know, maybe you're a fan now. Hit that subscribe button and help Fox pump those numbers up. We content creators thrive on the big number, and that is how you can contribute in a simple, small, and easy way. Anyways, till next time, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.